very good. I just wanted to check.
I'd like to actually invite you to check out the Festival Theatre if you haven't seen it yet.
In Ontario?
Yes, we're on class there.
Well,
William Shatner came out of it.
Well, that's very good. I'd love to go to Ontario, yes. It's an awfully big country, your country, isn't it? I mean, I know tiny little bits of it, but I've never really travelled it. I have a son of mine who sort of nearly travelled it. He was 17. He said to me, Dad, I want to go camping in Canada. I said, that's a great idea. You know, be careful around about May. They seem to have a lot of flying in Canada and the bush in May and all that sort of thing. No, she want to go now. Now is January. Where exactly were you thinking of going? I thought I'd go to Edmonton, Alberta. You want to live in a tent in January in Edmonton, Alberta. I see. You know, it can be a little cold there. Well, it's all right, Dad. I mean, if it's really cold, I'll head further south than Sioux Falls. I said, in Sioux Falls in February, buffalo freeze in their skins. But actually, he did go to Edmonton. He lived in a tent for about a week. Actually, I think he spent more time in the local cafe than he did the tent. But I've never actually done that, but I'd like to do that. And I'd like to take my wife and my little daughter and drive across Canada. I think it would be rather fun. You're a great country, great people. And without brown-nosing too much, let me say that you're a very intelligent audience, and very intelligent people.
Really?
I've really enjoyed meeting the people I've met today. Very smart, and some very, very smart young people too. So it's a joy to meet you. The best reason for coming to these things is that actors can very easily lose sight of their audience. When you're working on the theatre, the audience is with you every night. You can tell that what you're doing is boring people because they're getting up and walking out. The further you move away into a studio and then into, to television, into film and things like that, the further you get away from the audience, the further you realize what it is that is working for them or not working for them. And the easier it is to lose sight of yourself as well. And the great good thing about these things is that you get to meet extraordinary people who, they just revitalize you. They just, you meet people who've gone through great pain, and you discover that a film that you were part of helped them through that pain. The gentleman who was talking about his father, watching Lord of the Rings with his father. There are sorry, I was read as the Lost Ark with his father. Sorry, it was Lord of the Rings. I meet people who say, my father took me to see Indiana Jones, and I became a fan after him. And now we are taking my son along to see Indiana Jones when it comes to the theatre. And you realize that there are some films that are just, they resonate for a long, long time. And if you're really lucky as an actor, then once in your life this will happen. If you're really, really lucky, twice. And if you're really as lucky as me, then once a decade, along will come Shogun, Victor Victoria, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Lord of the Rings, Sliders. You've been wonderful. It's time for me to shut up.
I think we've got time for one more question.
Sure.
Do you feel the pressure, sir? Last question.
I do.
Okay.
Hi, John. My name's Aryan. It's really a pleasure to have you here at the Fan Expo this year. My question is, I was in New Zealand 2 years ago and I really loved it there. I just wanted to know what area or city you loved the most in New Zealand.
Well, I particularly like South Island, but I think that Auckland is pretty unbearable, to be honest with you. Most of the population of New Zealand lives in Auckland, but to me it's just one continuing traffic jam, a bit like Toronto with the streets go up. But the further south you go, the Wairarapa, and you go into Hobbiton, no doubt, but some of those great vistas in South Island. Queenstown is a lot of fun. That's where those wily little hobbits all agreed that we all had to have a tattoo.
Didn't get one.
The drunken little devil. Well, they came to me. They came to me and said, the full fellowship is all going to have this elvish sign of 9 or whatever it was on them, tattooed. It's agreed. You've got a new part of it. I said, if you think this holy body of mine is going to be pierced by a dirty needle, you know, and I'm going to be tattooed by some drunken Maori for the sake of a film, you are nuts. So I did what any self-respecting actor does when faced with a great physical challenge. I sent my stunt double, and he has it. So, yes, I managed to escape the tattoo. But they all seem to do very well of it. I think one of the great challenges should be one day we get them all together and we force them to reveal where they had them. In public. Eat your heart out, Prince Harry. Anyway,
We're good. Thank you very much. Yeah.
listen, you've been marvelous. You're a wonderful, intelligent, and very